All right, we got 4 o'clock. This is Councilman Victor Jones stepping in for Mayor Pro Tem Britt Moore's a little bit under the weather. Rip, you out there? Hope you're feeling better. In the council chambers with me, I have Councilwoman Monica Peters and Councilman Michael Holmes. Our first item on the Finance Committee agenda is item 2021-551, sole source contract Kayenta software modification SQL Cognos.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a request to allow the city to enter into a contract with Kayenta, which is our utility billing software, to make 2 changes for us. The first one is to migrate us from an Oracle database to a SQL database, and this will save us some maintenance cost. The second is to move us from the Actuate bill print to the Cognos bill print. Actuate's end of life. It will also allow us to do some modifications to our bill if we need to. The total cost is $318,425, and we have this in existing budget, and it's a sole source provision.
Any questions? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve item 2021-551.
Second.
Second by Council Peters. And Joanne, is it okay that we just do a vote without a roll call? Is that fine now, post-pandemic?
We are audio, so you do want to at least.
Do you want to do it individually still? Okay. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters?
Aye.
And Councilman Jones and I. Motion passes. Next item, 2021-552, contract Atlantic Coast Engineering and Testing Incorporated, Montleo Avenue, roadway and utility improvements.
Good afternoon. Engineering Services is recommending council to approve a supplemental agreement with Atlantic Coast Engineering and Testing for material testing services on the upcoming Montleo roadway project. We've used Atlantic Coast in previous projects with very good results, and they're also on our current on-call master list for the city. Examples of testing will include soil backfill compaction, asphalt densities, and concrete compressive strength for sidewalks and curb. And we received a proposal from them on December the 1st for $115,000, and that will be available upon a notice to proceed for the pre-construction conference of the construction project.
Any questions? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Councilman Holmes. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilman Jones is an aye. Thank you. Next item, 2021-553, contract CPT Engineering and Surveying Incorporated, Engineering Design Services, Salmon Drive Extension.
Engineering Services is also recommending council to approve an engineering design services contract with CPT Engineering and Surveying for design of Salmon Drive extension from Penny Road to Wendover Avenue. Scope includes surveying, roadway and utility design within the proposed right-of-way, traffic signal modifications, and obtaining required permits and encroachments prior to construction. Will also include design of intersection improvements along Penny Road and Wendover Drive as required by a traffic impact analysis that was done for the adjacent Shamrock PD development site. On Tuesday, December 14th, we received a proposal from CPT in the amount of $250,000.
I don't know that I recognize that name. Have we worked with them before?
Some projects underway with them, something that will be coming to you Monday night.
Okay. Motion approved.
Second.
2 seconds. I'll give Monica the second on that one. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilman Peters?
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item. 2021-554, municipal agreement, North Carolina Department of Transportation, NCDOT, sidewalk, South Main Street, and traffic signal enhancements.
Good afternoon. Transportation Department is recommending approval of a municipal agreement with NCDOT for financial participation for signals, traffic signals, and sidewalk at the South Main Street Interchange Project. This is TIP number U5896, and we're required or asked to pay 50% of all sidewalk construction associated with the project. That comes to $20,286. And then the signal improvements are also included in this, and that's $109,762 for a total of $130,048.
And this is Specifically, where is this?
This is the South Main Street, Business 85, US 2970 interchange project.
Oh, yeah, right, the old Riley's toward down there.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Question?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Can I make a motion?
We have a motion and a second. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters?
Aye.
Councilman Jones, aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Our next item, 2021-555 municipal agreement, North Carolina Department of Transportation, NCDOT, US 29 bridge replacement, South Main Street.
Correct. So this is the same project. You have a bridge replacement project, and then the prior one was the interchange project itself. So DOT has two TIP numbers with this, but this one is also, Transportation Department recommends the council approve the municipal agreement for financial participation in the amount of $205,800. This is for aesthetic treatments on the bridge and the walls associated with the bridge. As I mentioned, there are two separate projects, so you have two agreements because there's two TIP numbers with this. So
What's the timeline on that project?
they purchased all the right-of-way. I think they're supposed to let that in early 2022, probably February. So
Oh,
you'll start seeing construction out there fairly soon.
that's good.
It's going to look much better.
Oh, gosh.
Any of these projects funded with the new funds that come down?
No, these are all
Prior.
prior funds, yep, from DOT, correct.
No, but isn't part of this money coming from the 581,000 that was?
It is, so it's,
Okay.
both of these are being paid for out of capital
Right,
project, capital funds of $581,000 that
Yeah.
the city has.
It was
This.
approved in 2012, right?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So, yeah, well, that's awesome.
Goes well with your sign. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Now that there's a motion and a second, can I make a comment?
Yes, you may.
I just want to thank you so much. You know, that South Main corridor, I know that the city staff and the city management, you can't make everything great all at one time, but that South Main area has felt neglected, and I just want all the residents of South Main to know that the city staff and the city council cares about them and their needs, and hopefully this improvements will really be strong for that
Yeah,
area. So
we're-
thank you so much.
We're getting there, so.
Thank you, thank you.
Any further discussion? Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. Motion passes. Thank you. Next item, 2021-556, sole source contract, Riverdale Pump Station, Clearwater Incorporated, rotating pump assembly.
Good afternoon. There are three existing Wemco Hydrostall pumps at the Riverdale Pump Station that were originally installed in 1994. And the Public Services Department has observed increased vibration from these pumps, particularly pump number one, and it is a fixed-speed pump. And our intent is to replace the rotating assembly for that number one pump, which will hopefully decrease the vibration and extend the life of that pump until all three pumps can be replaced in the future as part of an upgrade to that station. The only available replacement rotating assembly is through Clearwater Incorporated, which is a distributor of Wemco Hydrostall pumps. And so we are recommending that the purchase be a sole source purchase through Clearwater for the amount of $33,996.67.
Lifespan on one of those?
20 to 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We've had good life with those pumps.
Yeah.
So we're curious to see if we go back with a factory rotating assembly that'll make changes on the vibration.
So don't buy the extended warranty.
That's right.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Councilman Holmes. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters.
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. Thank you. Next item, 2021-557, amendment number 3, freezing Nichols Registers Creek Pump Station and Force Main Project.
Yes, we're requesting that council approve amendment number 3 to Freeze and Nichols, which will amend the construction phase services from part-time construction observation to full-time observation for the 18 months duration of the project, which is the Registers Creek Lift Station and Force Main. That project has been awarded to Jimmy R. Lynch and Sons, May 17th, 2021, for the amount of roughly $8.5 million. The notice to proceed was issued August 16th, 2021, and as I mentioned earlier, the contract length is 18 months. The scope of that project is to construct a new lift station, capacity of 4.2 MGD, and also over 16,000 linear feet of force main, which will tie into the Riverdale gravity line that was recently constructed, and then will then discharge into the east side wastewater treatment plant. Freeze and Nichols designed this project, and they're currently assisting with the contract administration and then the part-time construction observation of the project. And due to the complexity of the project, we just don't have the staffing to help with the additional observation. We have the Richland Creek outfall that council just recently approved, and so we're going to shift our resources to that. We have employees that have more experience with pipeline construction, and so we would utilize Freeze and Nichols, their expertise with the actual construction of the lift station. So that's our intent. That's why we're wanting to do this. So we are recommending that council approve the amendment number 3 to Freeze and Nichols in the amount of $209,330.
The 18-month period, we see us being able to hold to that, or?
Right now, the project's on schedule, so that's our intent.
Motion to approve?
Second. Motion is second. Councilman Holmes, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilman Peters?
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. Thank you. Our next item, 2021-558, resolution sale of city-owned property, 700 Greenwood Drive.
Good afternoon. Lorenzo Hernandez has offered $10,000 for the city lot at 700 Greenwood Drive. The property is about 28,000 square feet. We got it in 2019 as a tax foreclosure. We're asking for city council to adopt a resolution to accept the $10,000 and put it through an upset bid procedure.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Councilman Holmes?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters?
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, 2021-559, ordinance, budget amendment, record issuance of Series 2021A and Series 2021B CES revenue refunding bonds. And this is when Bobby comes to tell us good news.
We did so good. This will allow us to properly record the refunding that actually closed this morning. When we brought this to staff initially, or council initially, we estimated about $4.4 million in cash flow savings through fiscal year 40. Market conditions improved, so it'd be about $4.8 million in total savings. So again, this ordinance just allows us to accurately record the refunding.
Motion approved.
Second?
A motion and second. Councilman Holmes?
Aye.
Councilwoman Peters?
Aye.
Councilman Jones and I. The motion passes. Any other business to come before Finance Committee?
Always good news.
Seeing none, we are adjourned.